Alexa, stop. Jasper and I love to dance to Snoop Dogg. When I'm about to change his nappy, especially like if we're in the bedroom, I always tell Alexa to play Snoop Dogg, because if there's anything that gets this guy happy, it's a bit of Snoop. And do you know what? I relate heavily to that. Snoop Dogg is just a good time. I am about to pop to Homesense. There's a Homesense near us, and I really want to find a Christmas stocking. I want to find Christmas stocking for Jasper. He hasn't got one yet, and I just want to browse the Christmas stuff in Homesense, which is exciting. I really want to go like charity shopping, but it's kind of difficult where I am because they're kind of dotted around in villages, or like bigger villages / towns. So there'll be like one good one in a sort of village town near me, and then another one good one. I haven't got like a place where I can go to a few with Jasper in the pushchair at the same time. That would be so much handier, because you know what it's like getting a baby in and out of a car seat over and over again is not fair on them really, because they get a bit fed up with that. So yeah, I feel like I've got something in my teeth. I just gave Jasper some lunch. He just had some quick egg fried rice, so super simple, and yeah, he enjoyed it, and now he's just having some naan bread, so and cucumber. Yeah, we're gonna pop out, see what Christmassy bits we can find in Homesense, and the Homesense I'm going to is near an Aldi, and I need to get a few bits, so join us. Okay, so I'll do a quick little Homesense and Aldi haul. Homesense had some amazing bits in. They didn't have Christmas stockings at all. I don't remember seeing any last year. I don't know if they've just stopped doing Christmas stockings. But that's what I desperately need, a really nice Christmas stocking. And they do like good quality ones, not these cheapy fabric ones that you get. Like, that's what I want, you know? I don't want a thin, cheapy stocking. I want like a really thick one. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Where can I buy a really nice stocking for Jasper? Orange one is got some felted dinos on it, and it's really nice. So yeah, I'd like one that's just as nice. I've got to keep an eye on the time because it's actually nearly pick up time from school. I got a Halloween mask, arts and crafts. Oren has his little school friend coming over for a play date next week, so they can make some arts and crafts Halloween masks. Okay, so Homesense, yeah, it had some amazing bits. It didn't have the stockings, but it really did have some amazing bits. So I got this gorgeous candlestick holder. It's really classic looking, just green. It has a bow on, obviously, and I'm going to put a long candle in that. I just really like that for Christmas on top of the fireplace in the kitchen. I thought that would be really nice. And then to go next to it, I went a bit funky. Now, everybody's different at Christmas, aren't they? Some people like themes, some people like crazy. I like anything that makes me happy. That's genuinely my genre of Christmas. And what makes me happy is like really nostalgic things, nostalgic looking things, sentimental things. I like handmade, I like glass, I like colours, I like pops of colours, and I like vintage and antique looking Christmassy stuff. I like how Christmas brings you back to the year that was. So for example, one year I was really into like woodland animals, and so I have a pop of woodland animals on the tree. And next to that, I have a pop of like old-fashioned vintage looking Father Christmas baubles on the tree. So it's really like mixy-matchy for me. It's just anything that makes me happy. But yeah, I actually thought these two next to each other, either on the table or on the fireplace, would look really nice holding candles. So they had really nice candlestick holders in Homesense. So if you are after that, that's the place to go. Yes. And then I got, just because I want to make things fun for my children at all times, we use a butter dish in this house. You probably see it because I cook all the time in videos. But I always use a butter dish, and we always get real butter that sits in the butter dish. So I thought, you know what, as it's something we always use, I will get a festive one that I bring out every December. So I got this festive train, and both, well, Oren loves trains. I'm sure Jasper will start to love trains at some point. It's inevitable with a brother who's obsessed with vehicles, but yeah, I just really like this Christmas butter train. So we will put our butter in there, and it's just one of those things that I'll bring out every year. And then hopefully when my boys are just so big and they come see old mum at home, they'll see the butter dish every December still. I got some Christmas tea towels. It is tradition for me to just go to Homesense and buy tea towels that are themed. And I really like these ones. They're really big and thick. And trust me, I honestly go through about 5 tea towels a day. That's my alarm. I need to go pick Oren up from school. So I'll quickly show you the rest of Homesense. And I got 2 bags of magnesium salt flakes for our bath because I'm obsessed with them. So I could have gone a little bit crazy in Homesense. I didn't, because I'm much more into the decoration of my house overall than buying stuff, because I just don't know what I'm gonna like in a few weeks when we started actually renovating the house. Anyway, I've really got to go and pick up Oren from school, and I'm very excited to get him today because I found him a chocolate lolly, Halloween lolly from Aldi. It is officially one of the best weekends of the entire year. This is probably my second favourite weekend of the entire year. Not including things like my children's birthdays and stuff like that. This is the Halloween weekend, or the Halloween weekend where we make Guinness beef stew and carve our pumpkins. We do this every year. We've done it before we started having our babies, and it's just such a cozy, perfect weekend. We always start it on a Saturday with autumn walks or a walk around the pumpkin patch and things like that. And then I come home, I make some Guinness beef stew, which is my ultimate beef stew of the season. You've got to make it. You've got to make it. Lots of you actually in previous years have made it before. So I'm going to make my ultimate Guinness beef stew. We're going to carve our pumpkins. We love doing this. And then for the rest of the week until Halloween night, so there's 5 days until Halloween, or 6 days, we light up the pumpkins with candles. And last year we had the pumpkins lit up in the fireplace just here in the dining area. And that's what we're going to do this year. And then on Halloween day and night, we put the pumpkins out to let people know that you can knock on our door and we've got Halloween treats. So yeah, it's one of my favourite weekends of the whole year. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to get on with the beef stew now because it's coming up to midday. I alternate. Sometimes I do this Guinness beef stew in the slow cooker. Sometimes I do it on the hob. Today I'm doing it on the hob because I've got less time. If you want to do it in the slow cooker, just implement more time. Start in the morning. The longer this is slowly simmering away, the better. I'm going to cook ours today on the hob in my gorgeous new burnt orange pan. This pan, cast iron pan, this pan is amazing. I bought it from Lidl. Super duper heavy, but a huge litre. What is litre? Because do you know, I always get questions. I don't know. Every time I use any of my cast iron pans, people ask me what the litre is. I tend to go for the bigger litres, and I think it's always 6.5. It doesn't actually say, and I can't remember. It would have said on the box. I can't remember. So I'm preempting those questions that I know will come. But yeah, you can use this on the hob. You can use it in the oven. So it's fantastic. So I can fry things up in this first. I'm actually just going to leave it simmering on the hob. I might put it in the oven. It depends, but it might be nice just simmer on the hob. It's going to make the whole house smell incredible all day. And then we're going to do pumpkin carving, and then we'll have our Guinness beef stew, a recipe that makes lots and lots. So I always make it on a Saturday, and then the Sunday we have the leftovers, and I have pastry in the fridge, so I might turn them into mini pies for tomorrow's Sunday lunch. Let's get on with the recipe. Okay, so here is everything. As you can see, we're going to be putting mushrooms, celery, carrots, onions. Obviously the beef is back here. Now it's actually economically a little bit better to buy a beef shoulder, and also you do actually get better quality meat to buy a beef shoulder and cut it up yourself. So that's what we did. So the beef, olive oil, 1 whole tin of Guinness. Sometimes I can put 2 in depending on how much I'm making. Some herbs, some beef stock and some Worcester sauce, and I'm also going to probably put a dollop of Marmite in here. Also going to be putting plain flour on the vegetables whilst they're frying, because over the day that flour thickens up the stew very, very well. And I'm most likely going to serve this as I normally do on the Saturday with mashed potato and loads of veg. Just delicious, like the perfect autumnal weekend dinner. Guinness beef stew has been cooling down, so it was stewing for most of the day, and I've just been cooling it down because I'm going to transfer it to a pie dish, and then I'm going to put some pastry on the top. We've got some pancetta Brussels sprouts cooking, and we've got some mashed potato in the oven. So let's pop this in a pie dish and turn it into a pie.